Sega. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes!
Yo-Kai Watch
Puni players, Robbett here. Welcome to the second part of my Inazuma 11 videos, the event itself. My first video shared all the new characters available in the gacha and showcases the new tracer Yo-Kai Awoken, introduced as part of this collab with the Inazuma 11, the soccer RPG. Given that this event is part of the second anniversary, they've chosen to make it quite big, so I've chosen to release videos as I make my way through the event. We've got a ton of new characters you can befriend, a full normal event with rare encounter, on-map befriendings, hidden stages, bosses, and an impossible stage. Oh, and a new double-layered Ohajiki. Since I'm covering the main event in this video, we're going to skip around a little. On the impossible stage, we've got a new SS-rank in Gran Awoken, who's got a new soultimate to boot. When you're fighting Gran Awoken, Yo-Kai Awoken provides a boost to damage. Endo S provides a large boost to defense, and Fudo provides a medium boost to damage. Additionally, Genji provides a boost to damage against all stage enemies on the map. Let's head to the event. Stage 1 features Endo, or Mark Evans in his normal form. This event has 4 maps rather than the usual 3 because there are 11 stages per map to match Inazuma 11 and the 11 players on a soccer team. Per usual, starting stages are easier than later stages, although overall the event stages aren't super difficult. I, of course, forgot about that and managed to knock him out before getting into fever. No worries though, that's a first time battle, first time befriend for the win. Endo is a tough B-rank center popper. We'll zoom around the map a little bit until we arrive at Stage 5. Stage 5 is one of the few stages, including 26 and 36, where I've seen the random encounter. Over on the right you can see Gojo, or Gus Martin, who appears to be quite a bit older than the other soccer players we'll encounter. Not sure what the backstory is there, but maybe he just looks old. Not important. What is important is that he likes Choco Bars, but he doesn't want to play on my team. He showed up for me the very first time I attempted Stage 5, but it would be 75 resets until I saw him again. Second time's the charm, and he's part of my team. Gojo is a Hagure, B-rank all stunner. What's Hagure, you ask? That's Android Yamada's tribe. I have no idea what it means that he's Hagure, but there are now 3 members of the Hagure tribe. A little bit farther up the first map and... it's Naked Speed. Yep, that's a dude in a Speedo with a shoe head. Naked Speed inspires you to run fast, but that doesn't really explain the Speedo. Also, I wish he inspirited you to befriend fast because he doesn't want to join my team. But you know what they say, 10th time is the charm. Naked Speed is a charming C-rank attack booster. Next up we have Stage 9 with Genji, otherwise known as Axel Blaze. As I started playing Ohajiki battles, I really wanted to have the bonus yokai, so I went ahead and cranked a ton in my other video. That means I already have Genji, so that's why I'm not feeding him and why you shouldn't expect a magic befriending. In addition to not giving him food, you have a much bigger chance to befriend the first time than subsequently, although it's certainly doable. Genji is a brave A-rank horizontal popper. As a special ability, he provides a damage boost against all enemies on the map. On to Stage 11, where we find Kido, or Jude Sharp. The difficulty is ramped up a tiny bit, so even if you have an OP team, you don't have to worry too much about inadvertently knocking out the enemy. For those of you starting out, or maybe you don't have a high attack stat team, you're still going to be able to beat these guys. Just like Genji, I've managed to get Kido previously from the event gacha. It's super nice that you can befriend a bunch of these new characters, however. Kido is an eerie A-rank area popper. We're on to the next map, and immediately we make a stop at stage 12. This is Blowcade, and before you wonder, nope, you can't get him from the gacha. He might also be my vote for the best looking new yokai introduced during this event. Who doesn't love a pufferfish with ripped arms and legs? After naked speed, I'm jumping straight in with the befriending team. Doesn't actually do me any good on the first try, but on the second try. Oh yeah, Blowcade and Milk, good deal. Blowcade is a tough D-rank defense booster. We can zip through most of the rest of this map as we don't find a new character nor yokai until we get to stage 20. Here we find Sakuma, otherwise known as David Samford. I dig the eye patch, but I have to seriously wonder how well someone plays a sport where balls come at you without stereo vision. Seems like it would be a little tough. Seems like there would be a lot of apologizing for kicking people in the face. Sakuma is a tough B-rank attack booster. Here we are at the first boss, Aphrodite. That's short for Aphrodite, and he's also known as Byron Love. He's a dude. They're all dudes. Don't know what to tell you. Unlike the Inazuma 11 on normal stages, you cannot befriend Aphrodite here. He's a crank exclusive. As the first boss, you'll find a little challenge perhaps, but overall we're still in that really comfortable zone. Aphrodite has 9100 hit points and does 163 attack. No special abilities, although he does count down from 3. Aphrodite is a mysterious S-rank single attacker. Up and through the majority of the third map past the person surfing on the soccer field. We're almost to the boss when we hit stage 32 in Fubuki, or Shawn Frost. Stay with me here for a second. Fubuki is considered an excellent player because he's able to switch between offense and defense. That seems pretty unique, as is the reason. His dead brother's soul stays with him, and as a result he has a split personality. Apparently at some point they merge, but I digress. You can befriend him here after you beat his 14,000 hit points. Apparently his personality is on the side of offense right now because Fubuki is a charming A-rank single attacker. Next up is the boss stage with Fudo, or Caleb Stonewall. Fudo is a slippery A-rank area popper, but you can only get him from the crank. As a boss, Fudo has 15,000 hit points and an attack of 219. Like Aphrodite, Fudo counts down from 3 but has no special abilities. You'll also notice I have naked speed in my team, as that's the unlock for the hidden stage. The suggested level is jumped up to 50 on this boss, but I'd say the stage is about middle difficulty. The hidden stage is Wall Guy, and he's tribe restricted to tough, charming, heartful, and slippery. I've switched to a modified befriending team that matches the tribe restrictions. Although Wall Guy only has 16,000 hit points, he does almost 450 damage every 5 seconds, so make sure you're paying attention to your hit points. I chose to bring Bourgeois G along as he helps make it easier to get ultimates up, and I figured in the heat of fever I might get more befriendings off. I'm just going to call it. First time battle, first time befriending. Oh yeah. Wall Guy is a tough B-rank defense booster, naturally. We're on to the fourth and final map, and while we're skipping the bottom stages, check it out, 3 bosses. I don't remember the last time, if ever, we've had that for an event. The first boss is Gazelle, aka Bryce Withingale. It's 23,000 hit points, 364 attack, and a 3-second countdown for Gazelle. Same as before, not befriendable. Unlike the others, however, Gazelle is in the point shop once you get some Ohajiki points. Gazelle is a shady A-rank vertical popper. Up next is Burn, otherwise known as Claude Beacons. Burn has 24,000 hit points, 370 attack, and a 3-second countdown. Minor upgrade from Gazelle, otherwise you just need to do the same thing you did to vanquish him. Somewhat surprisingly, none of these bosses are tribe restricted. In fact, although there are 3 of them, none of them are really too hard. Of course, we do have an impossible stage coming up. Burn is a brave A-rank bottom popper. Last boss of the map, and the event, is Gran. Gran has almost 26,000 hit points and a 282 attack with that same 3-second countdown. I've enjoyed this event, for the variety of different ultimate types of all the new characters and the general playability of the maps. It's perhaps on the easy side like the last collab, but given it has a separate Ohajiki element I'll cover in my next video, it's got a lot of content. There are 19 characters in Yo-Kai you can befriend on the maps, in the gacha, in the point shop, and as Ohajiki rewards. Gran is a shady S-rank single attacker and stunner. By beating the last boss, we've unlocked the hidden stage, the impossible stage. Gran's awoken form is the impossible stage and it's tri-blocked like Wall Guy, tough, charming, heartful, and slippery. Although I've mentioned the word easy several times for these stages, Gran Awoken is something totally different. He's got 67,000 hit points, 891 attack, his countdown is from 3 seconds, and he both partially drains ultimates and counterattacks. He's no fun. At all. Even with Fudo on my team, who gets a damage boost, he was still doing over 750 damage per run. Now we've got Endo S as well, and as a team they dropped the damage down to 490 per turn, a little under half reduction. With this ultimate drains, it's tough, so I decided to just try Fubuki Awoken, who has a damage boost against Gran Awoken, outside of Fever. Rule number 1 of Tracers is to do them in Fever. Rule number 2 is to use a bunch of attack boosters, and I did neither. It does 29,000 damage, but that's not good enough. For the 3rd attempt, we'll just go for Fever and a more traditional attack. Clearly, Fubuki Awoken isn't going to one-shot him outside of Fever, so let's see what we can do. You may wonder why I've brought Platinum Oni alongside a Tracer, but let me assure you, it's just for the hit points. I didn't get either Platinum Oni up, nor Endo S, so no attack boosters. He's still alive. My gal Chakarina's there just in the nick of time to knock him out. No luck with the befriending. If you actually get Platinum Oni and Endo S up, and unleash Fubuki Awoken in Fever, it's about 450,000 damage against Gran Awoken. That's the power of the boost, although it's not huge. Unfortunately, it isn't worth grinding on this stage, despite the difficulty, because the Y money output is nerfed. Well played, NHN. It's about 10 or so successful battles before Gran Awoken drops. Gran Awoken is a very, very red, shady SS-rank area popper who allows you to pick a Puni to inflate on the playfield. Additionally, as a skill, he starts with his ultimate gauge partially filled. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitter for all the latest Puni Puni and Wibble Wobble information. Until I finish the Ohajiki and make another video, good luck with the impossible stage.